Mm-hmm. Excuse me. Yeah, guys, I'm waiting for people to come in. So, this messes up on me. Hold on. Hey guys, I'll be with y'all in a second. Somebody had asked me in my last live to link my Cash App, so I'll link it up there now. So yeah, really not feeling my best. I'm at the hospital. My hernia is bothering me. I'm carrying all these bags and everything. So yeah, trying to ignore hateful comments while you're going through, the worst. I wouldn't say the worst period of my life, but yeah. Hey, how you doing? I've been through a lot worse. This is really nothing. It is what it is. Um, it's a wicked system. People come on and say a lot of garbage to me, but yeah. So I did put my Cash App in the chat for the person who had asked about it. I had to plug up my phone and get out of the snowstorm. We're in the middle of a snowstorm, so yeah. And there's really nowhere to go. So yeah, I'm in the United States. We're in the middle of a code blue. Yeah. Mm. So yeah, we're in a code blue right now, and someone had asked me to post up my Cash App. So if you'd like to donate, this isn't begging. This is my community. This is my channel, my community. If you don't want to be here, you don't want to show love and support, you don't have to. You're not obligated. You're not obligated to. But this is a bully-free zone. Um, this is narc free. We don't I don't put up with the bullying and stuff and all the names and stuff and the derogatory comments. It's just very unnecessary and uncalled for, you know. Yeah, it's unnecessary, it's uncalled for. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I had to slow down. You know, carrying all these. Yeah, I don't celebrate Christmas, so haha, you're so funny. Look at this original. You're so original. You're so original. Yeah. Yeah, you're so original, dude. You're so original. You're so original. You're in Chicago. You better watch out. I heard ICE is in Chicago. You better stop bullying people online. They might come and get you. Adios. Bye. Yeah. You better watch out. Naughty or nice, here comes ICE. So if you want to come on here and bully, I heard Chicago, they're doing a lot of damage over there too. You shouldn't bully people. The Bible says you reap what you sow. I speak English. Yeah, we got ice outside too. We got ice and snow. So yeah, you shouldn't come on people's channels and bully people, because it might come back to bite you in the behind. Believe me, you reap what you sow. The Bible says you reap what you sow. So yeah, yeah, America's evil. Yeah, that's all they want to come on to do. Bully me and troll me, I should feel flattered, right? I should feel special. Yeah, I'm flattered. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm doing my best, you know. Yeah, I'm doing my utmost best. That's all we can do. My hernia started bothering me, I'm carrying heavy bags, you know. That's what I'm saying. People think it's easy. It's not easy. I'm sitting down, I'm trying to get out the weather. It's cold, and I'm already sick. I can catch a pneumonia. This is what happened the last time that I caught a virus in that nasty, disgusting shelter. You know, you know. I almost caught pneumonia. They left me out here to die. They don't care. They'll leave you in these streets to die. They don't care. The system does not care about people. You know, Babylon, America does not care about anybody. But yeah, me being out here in the snow and a code blue and it's cold, yeah, I can catch pneumonia. I can get sick. Yeah, that's the only shelter that they're offering me, is where I was assaulted by a staff member and my property got destroyed. I have nice things. I do my best to take care of my things. You know, the little bit of material possessions that I do own, I do my best to take care of my things. I don't appreciate if someone destroys my belongings. It's illegal. Just like in the hospital, they can't destroy your phone. They can simply just tell you to, you know, stop recording or whatever they're gonna do. Yeah, I don't need anybody feeling bad for me. I'm a strong person, you just gotta keep moving forward, that's all we can do, you know. Just pray for one another. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's gonna get a lot worse. Yeah, this is only the beginning of tribulation. We haven't seen nothing yet, but it's certainly the beginning. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. I don't know. I pray to Yahuwah. Yeah, I worship Yahuwah. That's the God that I pray to, Yahuwah. Yeah, the Hebrew God. So. Oh yeah, I don't know what that comment. I'm sorry if yeah, there's so many comments that come in, it's hard to keep up, you know. No, I don't know. JC, I don't worship JC. I worship the Father in spirit and in truth, you know. No, I'm not Jewish. You know, no, I'm not Jewish. So, what do you mean that explains my situation? Yeah, Yahuwah. Yeah. Some say Yahweh. I call him Yahuwah. Yeah. Mhm. What explains my situation? What are you talking about? What do you? Yeah. What? I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Millions of people are homeless because they can't afford rent, bills, electricity. Many people have to live with their family members. They just can't afford it. You know, they can't afford to live. It's just that simple. There's really, you know, yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. You just got to ignore, because yeah, so many people out here are struggling. Yeah, there's a lot of people. No, but some call him Yahweh, but I call him Yahuwah, and I say Yahushua. That's my choice. That's my spirituality. So yeah, but but I am sick. I am fighting some kind of cold or virus. The shelter's nasty, and so you know. They didn't want to shelter me today, so I'm basically out in the streets tonight. Yeah. Um, so I'll be sleeping outside. Yeah, most likely. We're in a code blue, so I'm in the hospital. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of homelessness. There's a lot of people who just they can't afford it. They can't afford to live with all the expenses. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. So, yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, it's just one of those things. Yeah, that's for sure. The rich get richer and the poor get poorer. That's for sure. You're right about that. Yep, it's a dog eat dog world, as they say. Babylon will chew you up and spit you out. You got to be really strong and endure. You got to endure because it's hard out here. You know, I'm not rich. People come on and say, get a job. Preaching the word of the Most High, that is my job. It is my job, you know. The freestyle? I don't know. Let me see. Rocket in the USA, everybody's turned gay. They say, hey, but that's not the way. I say, whoa, my life is with the Most High. I don't get high, but let the haters keep judging me because they can't touch me because I was meant to be on this planet for a purpose. And I have I don't know. I don't know. I used to freestyle. I don't know. I used to freestyle. I really used to. All right, I'll try. It's been years since I kicked a freestyle. Oh my goodness. No, for real though. I am gifted and talented. Yeah, I still try to find joy in things, even though I'm not feeling my best right now, right? Um, yeah, but I used to write. I used to be a big fan of Eminem. No, I'm not. I'm not MAGA. No, I don't support any political party. None whatsoever. Yeah, I kind of escaped the left-right paradigm. The Matrix. Yeah, I would love to. If I was a millionaire, I would. I would. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, you can ask a question. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, if I had $1 million, I would give all my subscribers money. Money's doesn't mean anything. It's just a piece of paper, really. At the end of the day, it has no real value. That's why, right. Yeah, I'm an American. Yeah, I'm American. hmm That's why, they're trying to push everybody to go cashless. The dollar's lost its credibility, right? It's lost its. Mm. Yeah, that's true. You're right about that. Excuse me. But yeah, I'm just sitting here getting out of the elements. That's all. Just trying to stay warm and stay out of the elements here. Yeah. But yeah, thanks for those who do try to show love and support. Thank you for, being here. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm staying strong. Just try not to give up. People trolling me, bullying me. It's a lot to deal with. And then, you're going through your own personal problems and you're trying to separate that from, what I'm trying to do here, on my channel. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. But yeah, but nothing's really happening. Just it's just snowing. So I got wet. I have a hernia. I have to slow down. Hey, how you doing? Oh, thank you. I'm trying. I really am. I'm hungry. I'm, hungry, tired, nowhere to rest, you know. So I'll just sit here and try to get warm. My coat got all wet out there. So yeah, no, Trump. I'm Native American. Yeah, I'm Native American. Right, right. Yeah, yeah. My blood is indigenous, and I have an afro. I'm an Afro Rican. That's why you can't judge people by the color of their skin, because you don't know what's in their genes, in their bloodline. So my hair is an afro. If I take my hat off when it grows out, I have an afro. So yeah, that's why I don't get into people want to judge me by my outer appearance. But yeah, it's all good. There's nothing wrong with being white. As long as if you're not a racist, you're not a Nazi, I don't got a problem with you. Some say I'm a racist, but whatever, because they don't know what a flying monkey is. They're a flying monkey is in something we say in the narcissistic abuse community. It's called a flying monkey. Like the Wizard of Oz, the witch. Remember the evil witch? She had her little monkeys, and they would, "We're coming to get you. We're coming to take you away, haha," or whatever. I forgot. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, people lack education in this world. It's good to educate your mind and with good things. But in the narcissistic abuse community, a flying monkey is just someone who does the narcissist bidding or the bully's bidding. Yeah. So yeah, we had some derogatory comments on here the last few hours when I went live. So hopefully this live will be a little more civilized. People say derogatory things. That's all good. Whatever. I'm just trying to stay warm and stay out the element. Yep. Trying to stay warm, stay off the street. Charging my phone here at the hospital right now, so that's a blessing. You count your little blessings and keep it moving. You know, My hernia was bothering me, you know. I'm human, you know. I cried some tears and I keep it moving, you know. Life is cold. Nobody cares. This is the last, we're in the last days, you know. We're in the end, man. Nobody cares. You know, nobody cares, you know. I'm not asking them to care. If you care, you care. If you don't, you don't. I can't force people to care about me. You know, I can't even, my own family doesn't even care about me. You know, I'm the black sheep. You know, I'm the truth teller. I'm in the hospital right now, just trying to stay off the streets, stay warm. You know, I got snowed on out there. My feet are a little wet, but yeah, I think, you know, during a code blue, we can come and sit in the hospital. That's my understanding. Usually, yeah, during, you know, the homeless can come in here and sit down and yeah, but I'm not feeling my best, so thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, pray for me. You know, if you want to donate, of course, you're not obligated to, okay? You know, some people think this is begging, but I'm just have a community that I'm trying to, you know, I'm trying to have support. We all want love and support, you know. We're all human. I don't want people coming on here bullying people, you know. It's not excuse me. It's not nice. You know. But yeah, my hernia was bothering me. I have a hernia from pregnancy. So you know, we're human. We get older, you know. I'm in New Jersey. I'm in the United States. Yeah. This is Trenton, New Jersey. Excuse me. Yeah, I caught a cold. That's why I don't like being up in those shelters, you know. People don't clean and they're dirty. You're right about that. That's for sure. Yeah, I just came from Texas. I just came from Texas. And that's why I chopped all my hair off because Texas was hot, and then I was in Florida, but I think Florida's getting kind of a wind, getting chilled out there, right? Yeah, I'm not gay and homeless, thank you. You shouldn't make false assumptions about people, thank you. You see these clowns come on here. No, I don't think so. No, I used to back in the day. Yeah, I used to. Exactly. Gay means happy. So, you know, they make these false accusations about people. You know, it's amazing. Oh my goodness. Huh? Yeah, you can. Go ahead. So, yeah, they make these false accusations, you know, about me. These false assumptions. No, I'm not gay. No, yeah, I repented of that. So, yeah, no, I used to live that lifestyle, but I repented a long time ago. I'm a biological woman and I'm not a lesbian, I'm not gay, okay? But I mean, if that's what you choose to do, that's what you choose. I don't choose that lifestyle for me anymore, so yeah, yeah. But I used to hop the trains. Yeah. Yeah, there you go, judging me falsely again. Meth, you think everything is meth. You just regurgitate like a troll on the internet. That's what I'm saying. These trolls, that's all they know how to talk about. Oh yeah? Hobo Sto yeah, he has a channel, right? I think he has a channel. Yeah. Yeah, I can look gay all I want. It's cold outside. I have clothes on. I have a cap on. So what are you insinuating? You're not even judging me with righteous judgment. So you need to go somewhere, troll. Like seriously. Yeah, and you probably have like 15 filters on your face, Holly. That's how fake most of you women are that troll. Most of these women, look, let's have like 15. How much makeup did you cake on your face? because I'm not that insecure about me. I'm not insecure, you know. Like these women come on and they dog other women and they're caked up with filters and makeup and they probably have fake teeth too. A lot of these, women on here, they have fake teeth, you know. I'm not fake. I'm a real person. I'm out in public, you see? I don't have to be phony. I don't have to be fake. This is who I am in public. Yeah, this is who I am. So, you know, most of these women are so phony. They've got like 10 filters on. They come online, they talk trash, and they troll you. Like, I'm confident enough where I can be in public just the way I am, and whatever you have to say, it's like, move along, go somewhere. Like, it's just stupid. Exactly, they're just stupid. Stupid comments, trolls. They feel, them filters they put on their face make them feel like they're pretty. But, if you actually met them in real life, the majority of the women online are actually really busted and they're ugly. But they want to come on and dog me for being a natural woman. Exactly. I know. I'm just saying, they want to come on and dog other women for being natural and being real while their, majority are really fake. They're fake. Oh, thank you, Princess Warrior. You're right. I'll try not to let the enemy, that's all it is. The enemy trying to get me riled up. But, makeup is witchcraft, you see. I was satanically abused by my family, and makeup is a form of manipulation, it's a form of witchcraft. A lot of filters that these men and women wear, it's all manipulation, for likes, for views, for money, you know, they try to alter themselves. Yeah, it's manipulation. So I can't take it to heart, I just can't. But you're right. They're just, that's who they are, you know. Oh, well, that's awesome. Yeah, it's like a form of, it's kind of like wearing a mask, like how the narcissist wears a mask, right? It's kind of like that's not really who you are. Those filters are not you. It's a persona, it's an image, right? Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's true. I can't wait for that day. No more pain, no more suffering, no more persecution, hatred, bullying, trolling. We'll be in paradise with the thief on the stake. Yeah. For real. I hear you. I know. It's easy to feed into this negativity, right? Oh my goodness, yeah. I mean, I understand some people might say narcissists want to control you, right? Like if you wear makeup, if you don't. But, I mean, if you choose it for your life and you find somebody who accepts you without the makeup or with it. But I choose no makeup, I'm a natural person. That's just how I choose. Yeah, thank you. I mean, I can, my teeth, people say, where's my teeth? They're in Texas. If you really want to know my teeth are in Texas, I have to transfer my dentist here, but it doesn't bother me. I'm human, we all have flaws. We have imperfections, right? It's part of life. But yeah, thanks for the encouragement. Try not to feed into the negativity, for sure. There's a lot of negativity and hatred in this world. There really is. So, you don't have teeth either? Okay. Well, hey, it is what it is. If we're all gonna, I mean, like I said, I had infections in my teeth. I heard one person trolling saying, "Oh, I don't listen to a doctor. No one's fooling my teeth." Like, I pick up on subliminals, but I just, like I said, it is what it is. If you leave infected teeth in your gums, in your mouth, it can go into your heart and you can actually have an infection in your heart. Yeah. Teeth health is very important. So, yeah. I didn't know you didn't have any teeth. Oh, wow. Hey, well, they say there's somebody for everybody. So, you'll find your person. That's what they told me. The narc that was with me said he'd love me if I lost my teeth, but I think that was just another manipulation. Yeah. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Excuse me. Oh, really? Your mom's a narcissist? Yeah. Yeah, my adopted mom is a narcissist. Yeah, very much so, and her friend. And they brainwashed my children to hate me. And I mean, I wasn't mother of the year. I lived in sin. Oh, thank you, sis. I mean, don't get me wrong, I lived in sin. I was a bad woman, but I repented and I'm continually trying each day to strive to to repent and turn my life around. I don't do hard drugs. I'm not promiscuous anymore. I'm not having children out of wedlock. Yeah, yeah, we all have sinned and fallen short of the glory. Yeah, yeah, I am. I'm a sinner saved by grace. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't willingly sin. I used to make dates with my sin, right? Oh, on Friday I'm gonna, get, this and that and do this and then, call this person. Yeah. Yeah, all have sinned. Yeah. You're sinning now by saying that we don't all have sin. You're lying because we all do. We all have sinned. Everyone has sinned and fallen short of the glory. I believe the scripture over man. So, lying is a sin, cheating. Yeah. Yeah. So, you've never sinned? You never had sex outside of marriage? You're a virgin? I mean, I'm not here to condemn you. I'm just saying, sexual immorality is rampant in our culture. So, yeah. Yeah, the Messiah never sinned. That's a lie. Yeah, this is just somebody who's here to disrupt. They're here to disrupt. Well, that's beautiful. That's awesome. No, that's good, for real. Save yourself for somebody who's worthy of it. If only we can all have learned from our mistakes. Yeah. I wish I had stayed. Oh, you did. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're going through that. Yeah. Oh, bless you. You're welcome. Um, yeah, there's a cold going around. Also, I know it's terrible. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. Yeah. 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 Yeah, no, we all missed the mark. Some of us, we all missed the mark. We've all sinned in some way. Lied or cheated or whatever. Some people might have stole something. I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. I guess, right? What? I'm like a ferret. Yeah, somebody called me a rat earlier. That's not nice. Actually, rats are pretty cool if they're clean, and people have them as pets. So Master Splinter was a rat, so you can call me Master Splinter. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, yeah. He'll change you. He'll change you if you let he will. So, well, guys, I'm just charging up my phone and my device. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna go be seen. My hernia was bothering me because I'm carrying around this heavy bag right now, and I was in some pain. So yeah, I was in a little bit of pain. So Just trying to take it easy. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I'm still working on my own heart, you know. Well, the Most High works on my heart, you know. He's the one who does the mending, right, and fixes my heart. So that's why sometimes I try to ignore these negative comments. You know, I'm in New Jersey. You know, I'm in New Jersey. Yeah, yeah. Hello, angry man. How you doing? Well, yeah, pornography is also cheating. A lot of people don't, like to discuss that part of cheating and infidelity, pornography. Yeah, right? I'm in New Jersey, princess, warrior. Yeah. Excuse me. Sorry. Try not to cough on anybody. The masks don't really help. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's cold. I don't. The homeless hotline didn't want to put me up tonight, and then I got some phone call earlier. Somebody called my phone and, was being very, nasty on my phone. No, no, I'm not on a green screen. No. So yeah, I got a call and I had to change my phone number. People were reading my lips. I muted my live, and people are just so evil. And I don't know who it was. It sounded like the lady at the shelter, and I had a few choice. I had to get out of that mess, so I changed my phone number. I don't know who it was, but they started calling me and saying, you know, you homeless bitch, sorry for the language, but it was just very rude. And the homeless hotline, doesn't want to put me up tonight. They want me to go back to this shelter where they literally destroyed my property. You know, they destroyed my phone. They don't respect, my rights. It's just terrible. They think because we're homeless that we don't have rights. And, no, we don't deserve to be manhandled and mistreated by anybody just because, we're in a shelter. You don't have to send money, Joey. You're not obligated to send money. Are you the Joey that your son is on drugs that lives in my mom's neighborhood? Is that you? Yeah, you know. I don't know if that's the Joey that, lives in my mom's neighborhood and her son is on current she pulled her son out of school and he's on drugs and she abuses my teenagers. So I don't know if that's the same Joey. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, you see the comments. Yeah. I mean, men are more harsh on women's past, sexual life than as opposed to men, but again, we've all fallen short of his glory, so, but you can turn your life around. Yeah, you can turn your life around and you don't have to be promiscuous, you know. So, yeah, sexual immorality is huge in the times that we're currently in, for sure. Yeah, prostitution is a huge sin, that people engage in, but hey, yeah. Yeah, you're right. I am cooked. I will be cooking later. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna be cooking or getting myself something decent to eat. I have some soup in my bag. Yeah, I'm gonna be cooking. Yeah. No, I appreciate your honesty. And like I said, I'm a pretty transparent person, but people on social media, they just, they take things and they run with it and they weaponize everything that you've said on here. It's just terrible. Like they do it in real life too, right? They can weaponize things that we may have said or, in our, you know, and are upset because people come on and they bully, they're bullying. So, yeah, yeah, yeah. Excuse me. So, yeah, I don't monetize my YouTube. Um, I'm not in partner with YouTube, because I don't agree. Hold on, I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. Yeah, sorry, guys. I had to sneeze. Yeah, no, I don't prostitute my body to get money. If people want to donate to the channel and support my work, they're more than welcome to. For those who, troll and tell me to get a job, this is my job. So, yeah. Yep, that's right. I'm not in partner with YouTube. Yep, that's right, Joey. Yep, that's right. So, yeah, I don't partner with YouTube. They don't get, they can't, if my channel gets taken down, they can't take my money. I'm not that stupid. Yeah, I figured you were. So, have a blessed day. Have the day you deserve. Adios. Have a good day. Trolls, sorry. They're crazy, man. Sorry. They're crazy, that's just wild. Are you waiting? Oh, okay. Yeah. It's kind of, I can't believe we got quite a bit of snow today, huh? Yeah. All right, angry man. Have a blessed one. You take care, okay? Be safe. Take it easy. Stay positive. Stay strong. Don't lose the faith. Oh, sorry. Oh, thank you, Princess Warrior Girl. Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, so like I said, I'm here to have a community because I lost the majority of my support system because of narcissistic abuse, and yeah, I just started therapy again, and I built this channel to try to have support and love, not to be abused and bullied, but it's part of the territory, I suppose, when you put yourself out on social media. Yeah, I'm blowing my nose. Sorry, guys. So yeah, I'm feeling a little better. My hernia is not hurting as much. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to make it, through the night and everything, because I'm carrying these heavy bags, and then the stress of the cold and people coming on here to bully me. Yeah, it gets a little overwhelming. So you just gotta kind of learn how to, not feed into these people, the negativity and stuff. But anyhow, guys, my battery's almost charged up. And again, thank you for all those who, do support the channel with love, support, prayers. Your prayers are more than enough as well. Yeah. Um, so yeah, but thank you guys. You're not obligated to help out. I don't force anybody to do anything. It's your own free will. The Most High loves a cheerful giver, right? He certainly does. So, if someone feels spirit led to help someone, then that's between them and the Father, right? But all right, guys, I'll let you know how it goes. All right. Appreciate all the love and support. Bye, Princess Warrior. Bye, everybody. Take care. Adios. Take care, guys. Bye bye. Bye.